Right, time for a bit of breakfast, I reckon.
I reckon so, mate. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, nice full English, I think, for me. Do nicely.
I reckon we'll have pancakes.
Oh, yeah?
Bacon. Yeah, maple syrup. Can't beat it.
Ideal.
You and your vinegar.
Lovely. Finishes it off perfectly. Anything good in there?
Not really, no. Just got to look at what you could replace a scraper tractor with, but to replace something like a little 3000, you either want to get another one, or you want to get, you know, something equivalent, don't you? 4000 or 165, 135.
Yeah, there's a lot of old classic tractors that are used on scrapers. I've seen David Brown on a scraper.
Yeah, but
the trouble is, the prices of them are, to get one that's serviceable and decent, you've got to pay a fair chunk of money. They're becoming quite collectible, aren't they?
that is the trouble. You are paying the collector's premium on top of what they're actually worth. 4,000 an air, all restored, very nice. 5,500 quid. It's a nice 165 with a cab, done up, totally rebuilt. 7.5 grand.
Do you really want to put something that's been fully done up on a scraper tractor?
You don't want to, but what option have you got?
Well, you go new, didn't you? You only got to put a few more grand to something like that these days to get something new.
You end up paying 20 or 30 grand.
No, you don't.
Of course you do.
No, 10 grand will buy you a new, brand new, with a warranty, a little tractor that goes on a scraper.
You reckon?
I do. This is the sort of thing you can get for 10 to 12 grand, mate.
So this is exactly the example of what we were talking about this morning, what you can get onto the modern livestock unit to replace an older scraper tractor.
Yeah. For a bit more money, like we've discussed, it gets you away from the old classics, which is still an old, if it's been restored, an old 135 or whatever, it's been restored, it's still an old tractor.
Yeah,
And it's
no,
still
it
got
is.
the pitfalls of an old tractor.
Yeah.
A few more quid,
Yeah.
and you're up to this sort of league, you know.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive, hydrostatic transmission on this, you've got a warranty.
Power steering.
Yeah, power steering.
I mean,
Manoeuvrability as well.
brilliant. Yeah, and because it's it's a decent horsepower. Who you're
28
talking
horsepower. I mean, what's that
in a
compared
compact unit? Well, you think about it. I know it's old horsepower ratings, and that was slightly different, but an old E27N major, the big major.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, 27 horsepower.
Yeah,
no
same
big
as
truck.
this,
Yeah. And then I know technology's moved on, but that's exactly it. Technology has moved on, and look at what you can get in a compact unit, as you said, with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something I think is overlooked, because if you were replacing, let's just say, like was here at one point was a super major.
That's right. Yeah.
You think, well, you want something at least that size.
Yeah.
So you might then be on, let's just say, as an example, I don't know, a TS, let's just say like a TS 110 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Something that sort of size.
Yeah.
Well, we use it on the wrapper and stuff like that, a bit of a yard tractor. Well, it'll have to go on the scraper.
Yeah.
But then you've got a cab, low
It's a
build, this doesn't work and
lumbering
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
So, but you always then having to make do.
Yeah.
Whereas this,
You're not.
you've got everything you had before, plus tenfold.
Yeah.
You know, because you've
All
got
manoeuvrability, everything.
the manoeuvrability, as I said, the ease of working at, plus, which I've noticed on this, you have got a front linkage.
Not something you see very often. On a
No,
little
it
compact
is
truck
the
like this.
first one I've ever seen. Brilliant.
Yeah. To be honest, it was bought without the front linkage.
Yeah.
But we've put the front linkage on it in respect of getting a front cubicle brush to
Right.
go on the tractor. It's got 3 spools on it, so it's got plenty of hydraulic power to
capacity
be able
to do all that,
and,
yeah.
You know, this, that, and the other. So it's going to be able to do, take another job, a manual
Again,
job.
that just goes back
Yeah.
to what we said.
Efficiencies in there.
Yeah, but it just gives you so much more by having something
Than an
like this.
old major.
Yeah. Which, as I said, there still are good old tractor and that. But what I said, when you've got one that has been on a yard duties all its life, mud guards have rotted off,
Everything.
you know, and everything's starting to go, the rims are going and whatever. Yeah, there's going to be a time it needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
And you can go and get another major, but they've got a premium because people are collecting, understandably so.
Yeah.
So why pay that premium for an old tractor with limited ability and capacity? Because you know you've got a linkage and that's it. But this one, 3 spools,
Yeah.
hydrostatic, as we said, the front lid.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be a third of the time, you know, third quicker than, say, a major doing the same job, I would say.
Because it's more manoeuvrable, isn't it?
Yeah, easy
you know.
to drive. Yeah.
So, yeah, and as I said, it's just that you look at it as thinking outside the box. It isn't really. It's just thinking ahead.
Yeah.
And I'd never considered what I would have said was a ground care tractor, or which is
this
what
sort of
people.
job, yeah,
And
exactly.
apparently, I was told that now Coyote do over 100 horsepower,
Oh, do they?
like 110, 120, or something like that now.
Yeah.
As have Kubota with the 150, 170s, that sort of size now. They're all going
It's a
bigger.
good choice of
Exactly.
of them sort of.
But for this operation, what a lovely little size.
Can't fault it. Can't.
So, yeah, as I said, it's just another option. And then when you're actually looking for the investment, it is just, you know, I know it's, you know, a few £1,000 more than maybe the 4,000 that you could look at buying a restored one and whatever.
Yeah.
But you have got the warranty, you've got all the other stuff you're not going to get on that 4,000.
Exactly.
You know, so it's really worth considering, I think, for livestock units and whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Right, George, so let's go through the controls on this. What have we got?
Well, the first things first,
Yep.
as you can see, is well laid out. It's a modern machine, everything's well laid out on it.
Yep.
You know, everything is easy to get to, easy to operate, and
It's quite uncluttered, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly. And colour coded for ease of
People like you.
use. People like me, yeah, easily confused.
Yeah.
Right, so driving controls, hydrostatic.
Yep.
You've got 2 ranges. You've got a low, well, it's in high range at the minute, and a low range.
Okay.
For low, high draft applications, which we
Yes,
often
which
do
if you're
use this.
pushing up over on a ramp up over the top into a trailer or whatever,
It will push like
It will push.
really will,
Yeah.
you know, give some go. And hydrostatic, it's got one pedal
there.
for forward and reverse. That's all
So
you
it's
need.
all on one foot, just heel and toe.
Yeah. Being hydrostatic, you have to set a certain amount of revs
Yes.
to go forward and back. It's not like driving a normal mechanical box where you use the hand throttle. You set your revs on this, 1200, 1300 revs, and then you just use your pedal to.
And you can then, it's infinitely sort of variable, so you can sort of give it all the beans up to that speed, or
You can creep up at however slow you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's driving controls really. You've actually got that green lever there.
Yep.
Is it's like a cruise control, so you can set a forward speed rather than having to.
try and remember exactly how far your foot by feel was at that speed or whatever. You can
Flick
set
that,
let's set that. So you put your foot to where you're good,
And it'll stay.
and that'll stay. So
At
you
that
can, and you
speed.
can return back to that, can you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
for this does a bit of margin spraying during the summer.
Okay.
Ideal for that job.
So if you
Just
found
thinking.
your, let's just say, I don't know, 9K or whatever,
Yeah.
you could then find that, set it,
Click
and then
it.
and go back to that. So back into a corner, straight back, full forward, and it'll go to that speed.
Yeah. You haven't got to try and match it with your foot, like
So that's another thing. You're saying about the margin spraying. What a lovely little track for doing paddock mates around the outsides, around the fences,
mate.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it?
The more you think about it, the more applications there are for
Yep.
it, like, right, anyway, we've got your lift control there.
That's for your 3-point linkage.
Yep, up and
Yep.
down.
What we got there?
You've got a spool valve there.
Yep.
You've also got, it's a double spool valve there, which is also, it's
If
for
you had a
for
loader,
Yeah,
yep.
for a loader.
It's nice.
This
Or
one is actually set for the front linkage.
yeah, so you got
up and
that
down
rather than your loader. You got that linkage for your
for the brush.
brush you're going to have on
And
it.
when the brush goes on, you'll be able to go left and right to set the
Brilliant.
brush going.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you've got a PTO here.
Yep.
And then you just got your usual drive. Yeah, you got your indicators,
Your
full set
lights
of
and everything like
headlights,
that.
Little horn,
Yep.
like that, didn't you?
I do like that. Was nice. That was quality,
Yeah.
George. Yeah.
Parking brake.
Got your parking brake there.
Yeah.
Hand throttle.
So, yeah.
Now just notes in here, George. You got a filler here. What's that for the back end?
That's at the back end.
Yeah, so that's easy enough to get to. A little funnel in there, and then you've got your filter.
yeah.
Your back end oil filter is there. So
Easy
how
to get
easy
to.
is that?
Yeah.
Just straight in. It isn't hidden away. You ain't got to take the seat out or nothing like that. Fuel tank on the rear.
Yep.
So that's not out of the way because a lot of the time we're under here.
Yes, a lot. Yeah, on these compact tracks.
Yeah, and the trouble is, this type of work, straw and chaff, you keep them as clean as you want, but they always seem to get a bit of crud in them, don't they?
At least there.
You can get it up and clean it out, can't
You
you?
clean it, like
Yeah.
yeah. You've also got a four-wheel drive selector here, so it can be 2
Selector.
or 4. Yeah, selector. And a diff lock.
And a diff lock,
Yeah.
brilliant.
So there you go.
Was that rate of drop on here, George, or something on there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Flow
It's the same as a normal tractor.
Yeah,
You know, it's got
it is, isn't it?
everything
It
a normal
really,
tractor's got on it.
really has, hasn't
Yeah.
it? And you know, I know you're not on this day in and day out yourself, George, but when you are on it, I was just looking, you know, ease of access on and off. It's just
It's so easy.
seems to be quite unimpeded, doesn't it?
No,
you know.
you've got a nearly flat four. You've got
You
a
have,
little
yeah.
tunnel in between, but it's essentially a flat four,
Yeah,
and so easy to get on and off.
yeah.
And anyone, you know, anyone can easily just jump on this and figure out how to drive it. They're not complicated, you know.
No, they're not. They're very
No.
straightforward, aren't
Yeah.
they? Right, George, so just looking at the back end, that's fairly standard, isn't it? You've got your 3-point linkage.
Got Cat 1 linkage on it,
Yeah, you've got your spools there.
2 spools. You got a 540 PTO on it.
Yep. You got a little drawbar down there.
Yep.
Should you need it? 7-pin socket.
Got a road pin, road socket there.
Yeah, and then just moving up a bit, George, you've obviously got your road lights,
Yep.
which are on the roll bar. Now, obviously, that's there for safety. If you were to go in a slightly lower building, though, you can actually pull that down. You could get it right the way down, but it actually
Yeah.
comes down like a third of the way.
in stages,
so it
yeah.
still gives you some protection, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got a little 3-cylinder engine.
Little 3-cylinder diesel, 28 horsepower. Dipstick there, oil filter.
Again, easy to get to.
Yep, there's your little air filter. It's all easy, lot. You've got
Chaff screens,
car screen to pull out,
clean them.
battery.
Yeah, they're all easy to get to, isn't it?
Yep.
I must admit, George, this isn't the first time I've actually come across these little Coyotes.
No.
Because a friend of mine over in the States, they are New Holland dealers, and they are also Coyote dealers.
Oh, well, yeah.
And that's H&M Equipment in Amsterdam, which is in upstate New York. And they really do rate these, and they sell a lot of them.
I say they're quite popular over
They really are, yeah. They do sell a lot of them. And I can see why. As I said, I was able to drive one for a little bit last summer,
Yeah.
and I really did like it.
They're screwed together well.
They are, yeah. They're well thought out, well put together.